What if the most powerful thing you could do is stay silent? In a world obsessed with noise, where everyone fights to be heard, silence is your secret weapon. It's not weakness, it's control, wisdom, and strength, ready to discover how saying less can make you unstoppable. We live in a world addicted to noise. Voices clash, opinions collide, and everyone's racing to be heard. Shouting feels like strength, as if volume proves your worth. But what if the opposite is true? What if silence holds more power than the loudest argument? Silence isn't emptiness. It's a deliberate choice, a way to rise above chaos. When everyone's screaming, the one who stays quiet stands out. They don't need to yell to be noticed. Their presence speaks for them. Silence is your edge, a tool that sharpens your focus and guards your energy. It's not about retreating. It's about reclaiming control. Imagine standing in a room full of shouting voices, yet you remain calm, unshaken. That calm is your power, a quiet force that shifts the energy around you. Silence doesn't just hold space, it commands it. People mistake silence for weakness, as if staying quiet means you're afraid or unsure. But silence isn't surrender, it's strength in disguise. It's the ability to hold your ground without firing a shot. When someone provokes you, your instinct is to fight back, to prove your point. Yet, the strongest move is often no move at all. Silence says, I don't need to react to prove my worth. It's a choice to protect your peace, to keep your energy for what truly matters. This isn't passivity. It's discipline, a mastery of your emotions. When you choose silence, you're not losing. You're winning a battle others don't even see. You're showing that you're bigger than the chaos, stronger than the urge to argue. Silence is your shield, guarding your heart from pointless fights. Silence gives you control, not over others, but over yourself. In a world that thrives on instant reactions, choosing silence is a rebellion. It's refusing to let someone else dictate your emotions. When you pause instead of react, you create a space where clarity lives. That space is your power. It's where you decide how to respond, or if you should respond at all. Most people give away their control the moment they snap back, letting anger or pride take the wheel. But when you stay silent, you keep the reins. You choose the tempo, the tone, the outcome. Silence forces others to notice you, to wonder what you're thinking. It's not about being cold. It's about being intentional. By holding your silence, you hold your power, unshaken by the noise around you. Your silence carries weight. It's not just the absence of words. It's the presence of strength. When you stay quiet, you draw attention without demanding it. People notice the person who doesn't need to fill the air with noise. Your silence becomes a magnet, pulling others to lean in, to listen closer. It's the quiet leader who commands a room without raising their voice. The calm friend who everyone turns to in chaos. This weight comes from restraint, from choosing when to speak and when to let your presence speak for you. Silence isn't about being invisible. It's about being unforgettable. When you master it, you don't chase attention. It comes to you. Your silence becomes a force, a quiet authority that shifts the energy in any room. Not every fight is worth your energy. Not every insult deserves a reply. Silence is how you choose your battles wisely. It's knowing that some arguments are traps, pulling you into chaos that serves no purpose. When you stay silent, you're not avoiding conflict. You're transcending it. You're saying, this isn't worth my time. That choice takes strength. The kind that comes from knowing your worth doesn't depend on winning every debate. Silence preserves your focus, keeping it on what aligns with your purpose. It's a declaration that your peace is more valuable than proving a point. By walking away silently, you're not retreating. You're advancing toward a life where only what matters gets your attention. Silence is your filter, separating the meaningful from the meaningless. Silence is a sanctuary, a place where you find peace amid the storm. When you choose not to react, you create a space for calm, a refuge where your soul can breathe. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about honoring them in a way that serves you. Silence lets you process pain without adding more. It's where you rediscover your strength, your clarity, your purpose. Every argument you avoid, every provocation you let pass is a step toward healing. Silence isn't running away, it's standing firm in your truth. It's the quiet realization that you don't need to fight to be whole. When you embrace silence, you build a sanctuary within, a place where no chaos can reach, where your peace reigns supreme. Restraint is an art, and silence is its masterpiece. It's the skill of holding back when every instinct screams to react. When you choose silence, you're not giving in, you're rising above. Restraint shows you've mastered your emotions, that you can pause and choose peace over pride. It's not about being passive, it's about being precise. Every word you don't say, every fight you don't join, is a brushstroke in the portrait of your strength. Silence paints a picture of dignity, of control, of power that doesn't need to shout to be felt. This art takes practice, forged in moments when you could have lashed out but chose calm instead. Restraint isn't weakness, it's elegance, a quiet beauty that leaves a lasting impression. Silence is wisdom in action. It's the understanding that not every moment needs your voice, not every challenge needs your response. When you stay silent, you're choosing discernment, knowing what deserves your energy and what doesn't. This wisdom comes from experience, from learning that arguing with someone who won't listen is a waste of breath. Silence teaches you to prioritize your peace, to focus on what moves you forward. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. By choosing silence, you show you've grown beyond the need for external validation. Wisdom isn't loud, it's the calm certainty that comes from knowing your worth and protecting it with silence. Your silence leaves an echo, a ripple that lingers long after you've walked away. It's not about being heard, it's about being felt. When you choose silence, you deny others the reaction they expect, forcing them to face their own words. That absence speaks louder than any argument. It's a reminder that you don't need to shout to make an impact. Your silence forces others to reflect, to question themselves. It's not about revenge, it's about reclaiming your power. By staying silent, you shift the energy, redirecting it toward what matters: your peace, your growth, your purpose. The echo of your silence is a testament to your strength, felt by all who witness it. Your silence is a mirror, reflecting others' truths back at them. When you refuse to engage, you strip away their power to provoke you. They expect a fight, a reaction. But your silence denies them that. It forces them to sit with their own chaos, their own words. This isn't about being cold. It's about being clear. Silence reveals who's truly listening and who's just waiting to speak. It shows you who values your voice and who only wants to control it. By staying silent, you create space to see people for who they are. That clarity is a gift, helping you decide who deserves your energy. Silence isn't absence, it's presence, sharp and undeniable, reflecting truth in its stillness. Silence is freedom. When you stop explaining or defending, you break free from others' expectations. You no longer need their approval to feel whole. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting your worth so deeply that you don't need to prove it. Silence is how you release the need for closure or validation. It's the moment you realize peace comes from walking away, not winning. Every time you choose silence, you're choosing freedom over pride, clarity over chaos. You're stepping out of cycles that once trapped you. Reaction, drama, pain. In that freedom, you find a power that doesn't need to shout. It's unshakable, rooted in the quiet confidence of knowing you are enough. Choosing silence takes courage. It's easy to react, to let anger spill out in words. But to stay silent when you want to fight, that's bravery. It's trusting that your worth doesn't depend on someone else's opinion. Silence in the face of provocation isn't weakness. It's a bold statement. It says, I don't need to win this to know I'm enough. It's the courage to walk away from battles that lead nowhere, to protect your peace even when it feels like surrender. This bravery isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, profound. It's the strength to stand firm in your truth without shouting it. Silence is your courage made visible, a testament to your inner resolve. Silence is a healing force. When you choose not to react, you create space for your soul to mend. Every argument you avoid, every insult you let pass, is a step toward healing old wounds. Silence lets you process pain without adding more. It's where you find clarity, where you rediscover yourself. Instead of pouring energy into conflicts, you invest it in your growth. Silence isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about honoring them in a way that serves you. It's choosing healing over hurting, peace over pain. When you walk away silently, you're not running. You're building a future where your heart is whole, your mind is clear, and your spirit is free. True strength is calm, unshaken by the chaos around it. Silence cultivates an inner calm that nothing can touch. This calm isn't the absence of feeling. It's the mastery of it. It's knowing you can stay centered, no matter how loud the world gets. Silence is your anchor in the storm, your refuge when others try to pull you into drama. It's the strength to stand still when everything's spinning. This calm is forged through pain, through moments when you chose peace over pride. Once you find it, it becomes your greatest asset. It's the quiet power that lets you face any challenge without losing yourself. Silence isn't just strength. It's serenity, a calm that commands respect. Silence is your boundary, a line that protects your energy, your heart, your peace. When you refuse to engage with disrespect, you set a standard for how you deserve to be treated. Silence isn't shutting others out. It's letting yourself in. It's creating a space where your values and purpose come first. This boundary isn't built with arguments. It's forged with quiet resolve. When you walk away silently, you're not closing a door. You're opening one to a life free from chaos. Silence is your shield, guarding you from battles that don't matter. It's the quiet confidence of knowing your peace is non-negotiable, a boundary no one can cross without your permission. Silence creates mystery, a quiet allure that draws people in. When you speak less, people wonder more. They lean in, curious about what you're thinking, what you know. This mystery isn't manipulation. It's the natural effect of restraint. Silence makes you unpredictable, unreadable, and that unpredictability is power. It's the leader who commands attention without saying a word, the friend whose quiet presence feels profound. By staying silent, you don't chase influence, you attract it. People project depth onto you, assuming your silence hides wisdom, and often it does. Silence sharpens your awareness, letting you see what others miss. It's not about being distant. It's about being deliberate, letting your mystery speak louder than words ever could. Your silence is a statement louder than any words. It says, I know my worth, and I don't need to prove it. It's a declaration that you're done with drama, done with pointless fights. When you walk away silently, you're not retreating. You're reclaiming your power. This statement doesn't need applause. It's felt in its quiet presence. Silence shows you've outgrown the need to be heard by those who don't listen. It's the confidence to let your absence speak for you. Every time you choose silence, you're making a statement about who you are, what you value, and the life you're building, one where peace reigns over chaos. Silence is your voice, sharp and undeniable. Silence is precise, like a surgeon's scalpel. It's not about saying nothing. It's about saying everything with intention. When you choose silence, you conserve your energy for moments that matter. Every word you don't say, every fight you don't join, sharpens your impact. Most people waste their energy on noise, reacting to every slight. But silence is economical. It saves your strength for when it counts. When you finally speak, your words cut through the chaos, clear and powerful. This precision comes from patience, from waiting for the right moment. Silence isn't passive. It's strategic, a choice to act with clarity instead of impulse. By mastering silence, you master precision, ensuring every move you make is sharp, deliberate, and unforgettable. Listening is a superpower, and silence is its foundation. When you stay quiet, you hear what others miss, the hesitation in a voice, the truth behind the words. Silence sharpens your awareness, letting you read the room, see the unspoken, While others rush to speak, you gather insight. This isn't about being passive, it's about being present. Silence lets you understand people's motives, fears, and desires without them saying a word. That understanding gives you an edge, not to manipulate, but to navigate with wisdom. When you listen more than you speak, you become unreadable, unpredictable, powerful. Silence isn't just about what you don't say. It's about what you learn when you choose to hear. Listening makes you a force, quiet but unstoppable. Silence commands respect without demanding it. A calm, centered presence shifts the energy in any room. When you walk in without needing to speak, you capture attention. People notice the person who doesn't chase validation, who's grounded in their own strength. This calm isn't forced. It's earned through discipline, through choosing silence over chaos. It's the leader who quiets a room with a glance, the friend whose stillness feels profound. Silence makes you a beacon in the storm, a presence others turn to when everything's shaking. You don't need to shout for respect, it comes to you. Your calm is your power, a quiet force that doesn't announce itself, but transforms everything it touches. Silence is liberation. It's the moment you stop being pulled by others' expectations, their provocations, their chaos. When you choose silence, you're no longer tethered to the need to explain or defend. You're free from the weight of proving yourself. This freedom isn't about running. It's about standing firm in your truth. Silence says, "You no longer control me." It's the quiet end to a chapter that doesn't serve you. By walking away silently, you dismantle others' power over your emotions. Your silence becomes your liberation, a powerful act of self. Love that sets you free to live on your terms, unburdened by the noise of those who don't value your voice. Silence brings clarity. When you stop arguing or explaining, you create space for truth. Silence strips away distractions, revealing what matters, your values, your purpose, your peace. It helps you see people for who they are, not who you wish they were. This clarity isn't loud. It's gentle like a quiet stream cutting through stone. When you choose silence, you're not hiding from truth. You're embracing it. You're letting go of the need to control others' perceptions and focusing on your own growth. Silence is where you find answers that words can't provide, where you rediscover your strength. It's the clarity that comes when the noise fades, leaving only what's real and true. Silence is the mark of evolution. It's the sign of someone who's grown beyond the need for validation, who's learned to value peace over pride. When you choose silence, you're stepping into a higher version of yourself. This evolution isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, transformative. Silence shows you've outgrown cycles of reaction and pain, the need to be right. It's the realization that your energy is sacred, meant for building a life that reflects your values. Silence is your evolution made visible, a testament to the strength you've cultivated within. Every time you choose silence, you're choosing growth over stagnation, purpose over chaos, and a future where your peace is untouchable. Walking away silently brings a peace no argument can match. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about choosing yourself. Every step you take in silence is a step toward a life free from drama. You're not running. You're rising above. This peace is rooted in knowing you don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Silence lets you release old wounds, old habits that once held you back. It's the quiet joy of knowing you're no longer tethered to chaos. When you walk away, you're not losing. You're gaining a future where your heart is light, your mind is clear, and your soul is free. Silence is your path to peace, a calm that no storm can shake. Silence is your greatest strength, a force that doesn't need to shout to be felt. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you're enough, the wisdom of choosing peace over chaos. When you master silence, you master yourself, your emotions, your energy, your purpose. Every time you walk away silently, you're not disappearing, you're becoming. You're building a life where your peace is untouchable, your strength undeniable. Silence is your rebellion against a noisy world, a declaration that you don't need to fight to win. It's the final word of power, a force that transforms you and echoes in the hearts of others. If you found this video inspiring, please like it and visit our channel for more uplifting content.